If you are here, it's likely because you've seen some of my other DIY Beanie Baby taxidermy videos and you just can't get enough. Obviously, I can't get enough. Obviously, I have so many supplies, I could make like 40 of these things. In this video today, I'm gonna show you a few short clips of my hosted Beanie Baby ladies Cooky Crafternoon that I had actually last Saturday. So it's all over now, but I had the best time, and I am just the biggest proponent of getting together with friends for a non-formal reason. Like, it doesn't have to be a birthday or a holiday. Like, you can just tell people, come over to my house, bring some food, and I will supply you with some DIY craft supplies in order to make something weird and unhinged and fabulous. And that is exactly what I did with 7 of my favorite local Mobile ladies last weekend. In order to pull something like this off, in order to get this many supplies, I stopped by Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and surprisingly, the thrift store. The thrift store has all of the Beanie Babies you see here are thrifted, as well as a lot of the ribbon and some of the other just like miscellaneous craft supplies, all thrifted. So I highly recommend going to your local thrift store. So in this video, you are going to see me collecting supplies for my Crafternoon, the Crafternoon itself, and at the end of this video, I will show you how you can enter to win either Smoochie the Frog, this exact dissection DIY, or you could also choose a kit. I will supply you with an entire kit to make your own Beanie Baby taxidermy. So first, let's get the supplies. 2, let's host the Crafternoon. 3, I'm gonna put that kit together. And then 4, I will tell you the specifics at the end of this video as to how you can enter to win. Let's do it. Obviously, we had to come to America's Thrift Store to see what they have for Beanie Babies and craft supplies in support of my Beanie Baby taxidermy Crafternoon. Yes. Yes, I love that they're the same price too. Here we go. Oh my God, I have never looked for Beanie Babies before because my dog is not allowed to eat them, but now that I'm looking for Beanie Babies, they're everywhere. Oh my God, this one's so cute. I have gotten a few comments online where people are not thrilled that I'm doing this. They believe that it's like wrong to the Beanie Babies, but look at them all. And these are just the name brand Beanie Babies that I'm picking up. There were plenty of other stuffed animals just sitting at the thrift, just waiting to be taken home. And if I don't take them and turn them into something, they're just gonna go to the landfill. So I see it as my civic duty to save them all and bring them home to make them into wall art. This is me searching for Beanie Babies for 5 minutes. This is insane. Wait, this is incredible. There's more. Snagging that decorative ribbon at the thrift was so clutch. I swear the thrift store craft sections are completely underrated. From there, I headed over to Hobby Lobby. I also checked out Michael's as well, but I didn't get any footage over there. Truly, Hobby Lobby has the best options for the plaques. They have so many shapes, so many sizes. Michael's honestly had such a small selection. I was very surprised. From there, I wanted to make sure I had plenty of fabric options. Another underrated section, the fragment section. Go to any fabric store and ask them if they have a section of fragments. All of these pieces are small, but I got them for like 23 cents a piece. And this one right here is one of my go-to ribbon types. These are specifically at Hobby Lobby, and they are the perfect little pieces to put around the neck of the Beanie Babies. From there, I took an inventory of the Beanie Babies, and any Beanie Baby that did not have the tie tag, I washed. I don't know, I think the tie tag being left on the Beanie Baby on the plaque is really like kitschy and adorable. So those ones just got a little wiped down, but for the remaining, they all went into the washer, and then I just air dried them. At this point, it was time to take an inventory, and my best little helper was there to oversee all of the ongoings in the guest bedroom.
at this point, it's the morning of the Crafternoon, and I am prepping all of these plaques. So I just decided literally paint the rainbow, used acrylic paint from the craft store to cover each one of these pieces. And this was just simply so I didn't have these women at my house for like 8 hours doing this project. We ended up getting the whole day done in about 3 hours, and it was just the perfect amount of time to spend together for an afternoon. So like I said, the color of the rainbow, made sure every single plaque was ready. And then I also got these tablecloths at the thrift for $1 each. And this was just so then glue, paint, all that good stuff remained off my tables. And this is right here, like the Taj Mahal. I took my hutch, removed all of my Pyrex, and put every single craft supply available on these shelves. Look at that: glue, ribbon, gemstones, rhinestones, paper, fabric. I wanted to make sure that my ladies could come over from the table, as you can see, and be able to grab any supply, any little gem, bow, ribbon, etc. that they needed to make these perfect. We spent the morning just first deciding which plaque and which Beanie Baby to go with. I think it's so fun to watch and see how they decide to move forward with the design. And then obviously it was time for the sacrifice. So cutting open the Beanie Baby, dumping out the beans, and then we could move on to all the fun parts, which was the design phase. So each lady had the creativity was out of this world. It was so cool to see how they were all being put together. And I'm just so incredibly happy that I was able to facilitate. This one was a 5-year-old, and she was the best creative director for that bunny. I swear she had the coolest style. You can see all of the pom-poms, ribbon, and here is every single finished piece. Every single one had just the coolest little touches and details that really made me so proud to be able to facilitate a day like this.
And that was my Cooky Crafternoon with some of my best ladies here in Mobile. It was just such a fun 3 hours to get to hang out and put a little creativity into the world. So as I mentioned, this next part is me putting together a DIY Beanie Baby kit that you could potentially win. That, or you could pick Smoochie the frog. So let's build our DIY kit that one of you could receive, and I will explain to you how this little giveaway works. I'm not partnering with anybody. This has nothing to do with YouTube. It's just that if I pick your name, all you have to do is send me an address to ship it to, and there's no strings attached, nothing else. Just want to spread a little bit more creativity into the world. For this DIY kit, I have chosen the pug. I just think he is so adorable. And I have gathered some supplies, so we'll go through that right now. I'm going with a yellow, green, and blue theme. So as you know, I like to come up with just some sort of color scheme, and this lemon was screaming at me. So blue, green, yellow, and I went with my yellow circular plaque. So you'll have this and the fabric. I chose this for the hat. I thought that would be adorable, but let me get some scissors to cut it. And we're actually gonna cut even just a little bit more off. So what I find works best, you find it about the center and you cut off just a tad more. And then this is the tip of the hat, and all you have to do is wrap into itself. See? To create the cone shape. And then you'll tape it. So I'm gonna make a packing list really quick. And the pug's name is Pugsley. Oh my God. Pugsley, the pug. 2 is plaque. 3 is lemon fabric. 4 is colored paper for the hat. And now I'm gonna make some bags. I like to do the bags because it makes it easier to determine what is what. So for the plaque itself, I love these little pom-pom ribbons, so I recommend gluing it around this like little under edge all the way around as such. And then this green is gonna come right over this edge. Like, look at how cute that is. And then that'll go right with your blue, yellow, and green for the fabric. So bag one. So bag one, which is ribbon for plaque. And all of this is just a recommendation. You can do whatever the heck you want. It's gonna be your DIY kit. But I just like to separate things out to make it a little bit more clear, a little bit more simple to follow. So I'm gonna put paper in first, then fabric, Pugsley, plaque, and then bag one. So this guy, I think this is what you put around, or what I recommend you put around the neck of the Beanie Baby, because like, look at how freaking cute this is. Like, is that like just not the most adorable thing you've ever seen? So this is for around the neck. So around the neck, pom for the hat, and then all of these little decorations. So I got some green gems, a bunch of different colored hearts, all blue, yellow, or green, just keeping with the theme. Just a giant gem. I've seen some people leave the hands and then you can glue something for it to hold. So if you want to do that, you can. Putting that in here as well. And then also I collected from my gem stash all of the yellow, green, oops, there's a couple hearts, and blue little gemstones. That'd be really cute to put either on the hat or on the background. So this is bag two. Bag two is neck ribbon and gems slash heart for decorating. And I'm giving a bunch of extra ribbon just to play around with. For this little guy, like, I've got a little tiny ribbon here. I did buttons, but you could do the little gemstones here. Also, if you look, I did another ribbon. I just did a little bow and then glued it, and then there's a little heart on top. So I just added some extra ribbon. None of the ribbon here, none of this ribbon is long enough to go around the plaque, but it is just enough to add, like, you know, more detail around your actual Beanie Baby, around the rim of the hat as well. I think like this one could be really cute, tying right underneath the palm. So I am just gonna do bag three, miscellaneous ribbon. You're going to need a way to put your fabric onto your plaque. So I'm giving you one of these little foam brushes. Foam brush for Mod Podge. And here are the little containers. Mod Podge. And give you a little of that. Probably more than you need, but that's okay. This on, it's funny, it does not snack at all. They do not have any like snacking capabilities. So I like to be cautious, and I'm gonna take this shut on all sides. And I'm also going to put it in a little baggie. I'm just going to take this together. together. So here's your Mod Podge if you don't have it. And I actually can't find a whole thing of E6000, but I don't think you're gonna need it anyway, so just a little guy of glue. So all you'll need to supply yourself is hot glue to put Pugsley on the plaque, a piece of tape to secure the little hat once you turn it into a cone, and then scissors to cut. So I mean, like, really 99% of your supplies are in this box. I'm realizing I put all that together and I didn't actually say the criteria for the giveaway. So to be in the running to either win a DIY kit, Pugsley the Pug, to make your own taxidermy, or win the already completed Smoochy the Frog, all you have to do is comment on this video. Say anything you want. You can say, this is really stupid, and I will still enter you for the giveaway. You have until May 15th. On Friday, May 15th, it closes, and I will be randomly selecting a winner. The way that you'll find out that you won is I will reply to your comment and saying that you won. That's the only way. There's no one else is gonna be contacting you. If we are not acquaintances, don't know each other in real life, and you just found my video on the internet, I will reply to you on YouTube. I will reply to your comment saying that you won. It's the only way that I'll do it. And then from there, I can get your contact information. I do have to say that this is gonna be open to the United States only from a shipping perspective. I can't ship worldwide. I guess I could, I don't know, I guess I'm not going to. It seems like a lot of work. But anyways, thank you so much for watching once again. I have more behind the scenes on Instagram at Audrey Gaynier. You can also check out my art page at Chart Art by Aud. Everything is linked below in the description, including my previous DIY Beanie Baby videos and all of my how-to instructions on Substack. If you win the Pugsley option, you will need to go to my Substack to access the instructions because it's got everything you need to make this. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe. It means the world to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.